Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. And I think yesterday you watched our latest video about the AI impact. So definitely we will come up with a few more such videos. So today we are going to have a revision of our old videos related to real-time project. So in the real-time project, what all kind of multiple videos we will go through today. So you can definitely get an idea interview preparation and some kind of real-time project related examples. So you can spend some 2-3 hours today to revise all these knowledge. I hope it will be helpful. So let us meet with another one. And today, enjoy learning. If you feel that this revision will be helpful for your friends, you can share it. And if you're watching our videos on Udemy, please provide your valuable ratings. Thank you. Have a happy Sunday and learn something today. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today I came with one concept, interview tips. Okay, when you prepare for an interview and how better you can prepare based on my experience, and I'm going to give the inputs, and if you may be completely true, and if you may be based on my experience, it was matching. Okay, so this is not something like a question: what is the key code to create a purchase order? ME21, and everyone will give the same answer. But these are based on experiences, so certain points will be 90% match, and some certain points may match for only 60%. So based on my experience and as a interview preparing candidate and also as a interview panel, okay, so I'm going to give certain tips. I hope that will be helpful for you. So whenever you prepare interview, the interviewer will mainly take interview based on 4 things. One is based on your resume and based on job description, what kind of skills they are expecting from the candidate based on their job. And third one, generic knowledge, like they will verify your SAP MM knowledge, SAP MM or SAP SD, whatever module you're working. So they will go with master data and then purchasing, then inventory. In the same way, they will go for your real-time experience. So based on the generic skills of a candidate. The fourth one will be, some interviews will ask you that what is your favorite area in SAP MM, purchasing or inventory, or in which area you're very strong. Then they will ask questions. Okay, so always I suggest the people to keep in your resume, whatever the points you work and you have command, those points only you keep it. If you don't know properly, please remove those points, because most of the people will ask for his colleagues or friends, please provide your updated resume, so I will update my resume. So they will verify, they will just update their personal details and experience and all, they will change. And a lot of roles and responsibilities, they will keep as it is, or skills as it is. So that is his skill. He worked on those areas in his project, so he has more command. You wouldn't have worked on that areas. It doesn't mean that if you don't keep it, your profile will not be looking good and all. So you have to keep the skills where you have enough command, where you have worked, so that most of the interviewers will verify your resume step by step, each point what you mentioned in the resume, which projects you have worked, and what kind of skills you have. They will verify and they will ask you the questions from there. So your resume is the best to prepare for a good interview and to give a better performance. If you keep that, you worked on a scheduling agreement. If you keep it that, you worked on consignment procurement. So they will ask the questions from that area, because you already mentioned that you work or you have knowledge. So always read resume again and again. If you have copied from somebody's resume, please remove the points wherever you don't have a knowledge. So if you have a resume, each point, if you're able to tell confidently, if you're able to answer, most of the cases you will clear the interview. So first thing is your resume. How better you're keeping your CV, and what points you mentioned in your CV, and that points you should have enough command. That is the first thing you have to do. Second point, job description. Whenever you apply for a company, So most of the cases, they will give a job description. If it is a support, they will ask you more support related experience. If they are looking for an implementation project, they will expect you from an implementation. Sometimes there are chances that they will copy the JD from some other and they may not update it. But most of the cases, they provide the proper JD. So you have to read the job description. What skills are expected by the recruiter? So that skills you have to prepare well. First, your resume points you should be clear. And second, the JD. What are the skills they mentioned? That skills you have to brush up and you have to revise before going for the interview. These two preparations will help you to clear 90% of cases for any interview. Third set, some of the interviewers, they may not ask much questions from resume or they may not ask much questions based on JD. They will ask for some template of interview panel, like the interview process. They will ask you your skills in master data and then purchasing, then inventory. Then they will ask you, have you worked in any developments? Okay, what kind of projects you have worked and what is your strengths, which area you worked well. So like that, they will go for one sequence of that. So that also will be helpful if you prepare normal interview, then this third point can be tackled. The fourth one, like I mentioned, that some of the interviewers will ask you that, okay, you tell your area where you are comfortable. So you can say which area you are comfortable. That also you have to prepare in advance. Like I'm good in inventory management. So they can ask you questions from goods received, transfer posting, physical inventory. So you can answer well. So that area also the fourth point you have to consider. And some of the interviews will ask you that, can you tell any 2 issues which you have resolved in recent days? Or can you tell any one issue which made a lot of trouble and you spent a lot of time to resolve? So you can tell such kind of issue. So you have to prepare for these kind of questions also. Like what kind of last 2 issues you resolved, or what are the challenges you faced in the last project? Okay, have you faced any issues with the end users? Okay, how to tackle if the end user is responding that way? So these kind of some typical questions also you may face in technical interview or in a project interview. So these are the areas you have to focus to prepare well for an interview. And repeating again those 4 points, whatever these skills and knowledge and experience you have mentioned in your CV, and what is the job description is given for the job you have applied or you are going for the interview. Read each job description point and get command on those points. Third, you have to prepare well as an MM consultant or as an SD consultant, as an FA consultant, your syllabus and where you have worked and where you have not worked, but you have a good command, you have to enhance that areas. The fourth, you can keep your answers like interviewer may ask you that your favorite area and which area you are comfortable and which tickets you have resolved in recent days, what challenges you face, and tell about your latest project, business process. These kind of questions will come. So the answer is already with you and the question is not a surprise. So you have to prepare for these kind of questions also. If you prepare in this planned way, I hope not first or second, third interview, at least you can clear within 2-3 interviews, you can get your required job. I hope these suggestions will be helpful for the many job seekers. And if you have any other good points, please comment. And any experts or anybody is watching this video, please provide your some more inputs so that the people who are watching the videos will be getting more beneficial. Help each other and share our 150 plus videos with your circle whenever you remember. Your favorite videos you can select and share with your SAP circle. And thanks for your support and be safe. Have a good day. Sincere request to all the people who are preparing for the jobs. Currently, the job market is not that great. Please don't go to depression. If you know SAP MM, try to learn S4HANA Logistics or SAP WM, any kind of a module which can give you an added advantage compared to other profiles who is going with single module. And if you have a free time, you are in WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups. If somebody asks the question, feel it like your question. That question is going to be asked in interview for you in future, or else you are going to face such kind of a support ticket in your future job assignment. So you have to feel like that and take your idea system and practice and enhance your skills. Anyway, you have to be with SAP, either practicing or preparing or conducting any kind of sessions, these kind of things, so that it will enhance your knowledge. You don't get a chance to forget the subject as you are not working or you are not preparing continuously. Okay.
Okay.
Tell me.
So the first question, like, if they ask me, like, what kind of difficulty or gap you find at the time of BPP design, so what should I reply? Like,
See, mainly the gap analysis. I think you have seen the gap analysis template, right? Which I have shared to you. Have you seen the template?
yeah.
Yeah. So mainly the gap analysis we use it to track according to the module. For example, for your module, what is the business process you are discussing, and in that business process, what exactly the gap identified by you. Okay. How a gap will be defined? The gap is between the business requirement and SAP solution, the SAP standard solution. For example, the business is asking for a process which is having 10 steps. Okay. SAP standard solution is providing around 8 steps, but the 5th step and 7th step is not able to provide as per the standard SAP solution. At that point of time, we used to fill that gap with any customized solution by the reference of SAP, any BAPI, BADI, there are function module, there are many standards SAP has provided. We will use any of those functionalities as reference, and we will make a customized solution to fulfill the gap of entire process cycle. That's what the gap will be how we identify gap and how do you fill the gap. For example, business, I have given some examples to you, like I'm telling my experiences, how we are sharing. Like we got a requirement, the business wants to capture the details of some long text, and they want to capture some additional details which are given by the vendor along with the goods. When he is giving the goods to the stores, he is providing certain details they want to capture in Migo screen. Okay, let me open that screen. Let me, for example, if you open any Migo screen, do you have idea about the Migo screen, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, these things are not. Okay. In that Migo screen, the business has asked it to capture certain more details which are not available in SAP. For example, we have a header text, right? That header text contains less number of fields only. The business was asking for a bit more details. See, I will show you any document. The display document will be better for your understanding. See, here, if you see that we have what kind of details we have, document header text. Okay, but the document header text is having the less length. They asked for a bit more. You know, right, how to see these details and all. If you click F1 or you go to technical details, here the field name will be there. Here, if you just double click it, then you can see the details of length. See, the length is 25. Okay, but the business was asking for around some 60 characters, I think. At that time, that is the one thing. And here in header, we can material slip, header text, GRI slip, and also we have bill of lading if it is 101 document. Okay, this is 561. These details, they want to capture some additional 4-5 fields. Okay, then as per standard SAP, we cannot do that activity. Then we have developed a new tab at header level. That tab contains the details which are requested by the business. See, this is the 101 document. Okay, here delivery note, bill of lading, and the GR, any slip number, and the header text, which is having just 25 characters. But the business was asking for a text which contains at around the 60 or 80 characters they have requested. And also they requested the vehicle number, and also they want to have some, for every GR, they want to have one number which they use to capture in the goods receipt document. But these details are SAP standard has not provided. That's why we have enhanced one more new tab as a additional data. In that, the respective fields, everything we have incorporated. Okay, the ABAPer will do that. For example, this header is contains the MKPF, right? The table MKPF contains this header details. What we have done, the rest, list of fields we have taken from the business. In the function specification, we have seen, I think, let me. This is the function specification. Here we have given like the vehicle number. The vehicle number in which the material is shipped by the vendor, and we have given whether it is alphanumeric or numeric, and also what is the length of that field, the DMR number, some declaration form. They have certain kind of details they want to capture in the bigger screen. This we have developed, and we have enhanced a new tab. Under that new tab, we have added these fields. That gap was fulfilled with this enhancement. It's called the tab enhancement. They will add this all the fields in the MKPF table also. See, for example, if you see MKPF 16N, this is 16N. MKPF is the document header. For example, if you want to see the document date, posting date of any goods movement document, okay, you have to get from the MKPF table. Once we add this all customized fields we have added, right? This DMR number, gate entry date, invoice or bill number, remarks. This is the remarks field. Okay, these are all details they will add at the end. See, this is the standard ID system. After that, they will add this G fields. What are the custom fields you have created, right? That fields they will add in the at the bottom of the MKPF table. Means if you save any document, if you post any document, those details you can see in the MKPF table also. Because these custom fields also they have added here. That is one gap. And also similar kind of thing we got for PO also. They want to have a one additional tab where they want to see the last PO number and last PO price and how much quantity. This kind of, for every time whenever they create a PO for that combination of vendor, material, purchasing organization, that details of old PO details they want to see in an additional tab. In same PO screen they want to see to compare. Okay. That they can see that, for example, if you go to ME2N and see the last PO, that also we can do the manually, but they want to see in the PO screen itself. When they create the PO at the end, before saving the PO, they want to see the details. That is one gap we have fulfilled. And also the gaps, like for example, is one kind of critical report we have done. For example, we have a quotation comparison, right? The quotation comparison in SAP we do maximum as per the price. Price is the base to do the quotation comparison in SAP. Okay. Like we have in Ariba and SRM we have that process, right? Like bidding, auction. There is a kind of bidding process is available. That much process is not available in SAP standard for MM. That's why they have requirement, like they want to have a certain kind of details for each vendor. Okay, it's kind of Excel sheet only. We have developed one more report. Like for example, when they go for a vendor, okay, once the vendor is finalized, they want to maintain all the details of that vendor, how they maintain an Excel sheet. Okay, then they want to see the report at this time. It is not something we have done from capturing the data from different areas and all. Mainly we have developed a report where if they give an input of vendor and region and all, system will give you the output of the vendor and what is the ranking. The ranking was given according to the vendor evaluation process. Okay, how much rating is available and all. And also the vendor, as of now, how much money we have paid to the vendor. We will get from the payment tables, right? That kind of report we have developed. That is one report. And also we have one more kind of report we have done in our current project. Currently we are using the inventory movement reports. The inventory movement reports, like we have reports, for example, you know, right, MB51? Do you have idea about MB51?
Yeah, material document.
Yeah, here we can see the movements. For example, movements we have. There we can check like what kind of things we have done. See, for example, for your plant, okay, on from June 6 or something like any date. I think recently it was not done anything. Okay, in this meantime, for your plant, how many 101 means how many goods receipt was done. Okay. See, for 101 in this period of time, how many material documents are created. The same kind of MB51 is the heart for that report. Okay, they have asked for a movement report, how many transactions were done and all those details. One kind of report we have done, but the basis is around 90%. We have taken the program of MB51. Okay, and business is asking for certain additional details of some 7-8 fields. That fields we have incorporated in the new report. Do you know how to see a program of a report? Program of a transaction code?
No, maybe it's missing one.
Okay. Yes, yeah. Go to SC93 and if we give our transaction code MB51, here we will get the program. Okay. Yeah. What we have done, we have taken this heart of this program and the complete things we have kept like that, and whatever the modifications, what are the new other requirements which were requested by the business, we have fulfilled by making some changes. Now only I have told some 3-4 reports. For you can tell any 1 or 2 reports confidently what you have done, what you know and all. Okay. And you told like if I tell tax, they may ask you, whatever the tax report I have given to you, that is not the what you call tax code related tax. Actually, it is kind of a duty which will be paid to the state government when we are moving from one place to another place. In that condition, you can tell like the entry tax I have just used. You can tell like one kind of octroi charges, or if you know anything in your company where you have worked. For example, what are the report I have given? That is the Punjab, Haryana, some state-related tax on food products. Okay, like that you can select any kind of duty. We have given that duty as a condition in PO. We have not created a tax code for that. We have created a condition and we have created the condition record, because for which materials and for which plant, how much percentage they have to pay. According to that combination, that condition has come automatically to the PO. Just the report was developed. They want to know how much entry tax I have paid and certain period of time, and to which vendor I have paid, and from which plant to which plant it was transferring the material. Okay, these kind of details they need. That's why the report was developed. Okay, we have just, it's a condition type. For example, simple, you can tell one more, few things we can do on our own. For example, we have a freight charges. Okay, but as per the business requirement, you have created a new freight that is some kind of delivery charges. You have kept in your pricing procedure and you are running your business. But the business one day they have asked you a report. I want to know the report, customized report. Whenever I give my plant or a certain date or things, I want to know how much delivery charges as of now I have paid for this month. Okay, to which vendor I have paid, and also how much amount I have paid. These all details if they need. That is one report. As a consultant, if your business is asking, can you provide me the report, how much delivery charges, the respect to separate delivery charges or any delivery charges. You have a condition type, right? Maybe FRA1 or FRA2, whatever kind of thing. If it is a customized, you would have created a separate condition type. They asked you that the separate delivery charges, I want to know from last 6 months, how much delivery charges we have paid to which vendor and all. If it is a one-time activity, as a consultant, you only can track that complete details, and you can prepare a report and give it to them. But if the business is asking, whenever I want to run the report and I want to see the report, then obviously we have to go for customized report. Okay, that's also you can tell. You forget about entry tax. You just fix for this delivery charges. You tell like they created. We have, as per the business requirement, we have created one. Can you open any PO? We have created one specific delivery charges. For that delivery charges, business was asking the report, how much they have maintained, every month how much they have paid. These things they were asking. Then we can tell that is also report. So you can say like we have created a ZFD1, something forward delivery charges. Forwarding delivery charges. They pay the forwarding delivery charges for specific materials, for specific vendors according to the business requirement. Okay. They want to see the report whenever they want to run. If they give the plant or some input, they want to get the list of delivery charges. What is the PO number? What is the delivery, the charges we have paid for that PO? Who is the vendor? And obviously, you have to prepare a customized report. Mainly, you have to go with the KONV and EKPO, maybe MSEG. These are 4 or 5 tables which will play the role. I have shared you that list of important tables. If not, I will share again. That reports, you have to just see that one. And also, I have shared that video, how to fetch the data from a table to how to know what are the fields available in the table. Those details I have explained in that. Okay. You forget about the entry tax, you just replace that entry tax with this forwarding delivery charges. Okay. And smart forms you can tell, and these tab enhancements you can tell. We have other option, like same IDOC can be used, and we can update the segment data. For example, there is an IDOC was created and there is a data is missing, so the IDOC is failed. So in that case, without generating a new IDOC, in the same IDOC, the respective data can be filled and we can reprocess to complete the process successfully. Let's check that option also. I'll take one failure IDOC WE05 inbound. We'll take 51 status. Okay. Here it is failed. What is the error message? The error message is update control of moment type is incorrect. This has that error is due to missing of moment type indicator B. Okay, so what we do now? Now click on this button. Okay, we can see here, and now we go to data records. In this data record, the exact error message is because of this segment. In this segment, the moment type indicator is missing. So now click on this, the book kind of icon, double click on that, click on the book icon only. So now system will show you, these are the data. Now go to data record and click on display or change. So here system will show you all the fields under the segment. Here the moment indicator. Okay, click on F4 and the moment indicator B. Now save it. Changes the data records are saved. Okay, here the moment indicator B is updated. Now what we are going to do, we will reprocess 1038767 /m BD 8767 IDOC was edited. Now process it. So whatever the missing data we have already updated. So once we process it, it should be successfully completed if there is no other data issues. Asking the data with the new data, resubmit, and updating the existing one. Okay, these two things can be done. So now the application is successfully posted. You can double click on the IDOC. Yes, system successfully posted. After failure of that, you can see the status also. There was a failure. After failure, still you reprocess. That's why it failed for 3 times. Then IDOC was edited. So 69 status is saying IDOC was edited. We have edited in W05 transaction with required data. After that, we are posting. So system got the 53 as a final. It is successfully completed. The goods movement also posted. So this is the way how to edit an IDOC and reprocess. I hope this also is one part of IDOC monitoring issues we can consider. Thanks for watching. Hi, good evening everyone. I came with one small learning point. Many people are asking that we have 3 main testings like any project we do that one. What are the systems we use for those testing? Okay, just to avoid the confusion, I will highlight 3 testings which we do in a project mainly. There are some other testings also will be there, but these 3 are most important. So I will highlight these 3 things. So the unit testing, it's like a transaction code based testing where we run the transaction like material creation, PO creation. That will be done always in development client. So in the development landscape, we have one testing client where we do that unit testing. We have another testings like system integration testing and user acceptance testing. These 2 testings are scenario based. We have to run end-to-end scenario. So these testings are performed in quality landscape. So development landscape unit testing and system integration testing and user acceptance testing will be performed in quality landscape. Based on the project plan and the client requirement, we may have different clients within the quality landscape. For example, 800 system integration testing is performed by the consultants. 810 will be created a new client under same quality landscape to perform user acceptance testing with a brand new master data without any transaction data will be available when the business starts their user acceptance testing. So if they want to have such kind of requirement, we'll go with a new client, but both the testings will be done in quality system. I hope this is clear for many people who have the confusion. So scenario-based testing will be in quality, and the transaction-based, the initial unit testing will be done in development landscape. Okay, thanks for your time. Bye-bye. Hi, good evening, everyone. Frequently, I'm getting mails from different people and even comments on YouTube, like, can you upload S4HANA videos as ECC is going to be end by December 2020 or 2021? Okay, yes, everybody should upgrade to S4HANA. That's the change process. We have to adopt that. And even I'm also going to upload S4HANA videos maybe in a couple of months. But we should understand one thing, ECC is not going to end by December 2020 or December 2021. Okay, ECC will be there, and SAP is going to provide official support till 2027. And also there are with some clauses, they're going to give extended support till 2030. So SAP ECC will be there for next 7 to 10 years. Maximum companies are going to use ECC. Okay, I have kept in my description the official statement from SAP, so you can go through that. You can learn S4HANA and you can upgrade to S4HANA, but ECC is not going to end soon. Okay, so that's what I wanted to inform. So the people who are sending emails, so that I think they can get information. Many people know also because this statement was given sometime around 10 months back. So many people are aware. The people who don't know that, please check the link and you can read the statement. So ECC will be there. And because of this statement, some of the companies have postponed their S4HANA upgrade to 2023, 24, 3 to 4 years they have postponed. Okay, so that's it. You can check the link and you can understand. Don't believe any statements or anything. Okay, so ECC will be there. Still, it's a backbone when you want to learn S4HANA sourcing and procurement or logistics or any kind of modules. The MM knowledge will be essential. So still you can learn MM. Okay, and that knowledge will never be wasted. Even some of the WM knowledge also can be helpful for EWM. But MM is like a base for any of these future modules. Thanks for your time. And just go through the link and check our videos. And if you like the videos, just subscribe to our channel and share with your friends. Have a good evening. But in this video, I'm going to explain about 3 developments. So 3 developments and what is the requirement and how did we do it. Okay, so I'm trying to explain 1 report and 2 enhancements. So the requirement is, if you go to our MB51 transaction, you don't see the material group. Okay, so MB51 didn't provide the material group as one of the input fields. So if you see SAP standard MB51, you don't have the material group field in the input. Okay. So, but the business wanted to get the list of material documents based on the material group. Okay. So they want to have that certain material group related, how much they received this month, like that they want to have a report. So then that is one requirement, and also based on serial number profile. For example, they wanted to know that how many serial number related materials they received a certain month, or they want to see only the goods movements related to serial number. So for those two requirements, SAP standard didn't provide. So what we have done, MB51, initially we thought to enhance that MB51 and add the files, but because of certain other reasons, I took a decision to have copied that MB51, and then we developed this, see here, two new fields are added, material group and serial number profile. So business can give serial number profile not equal to blank, or they can give the respective serial number profile. So system will give all the material documents related to serial numbers. And based on material group also, they give the material group, system will give the list of material documents related to that material group. So as a functional, what we have to do, so this is the requirement as per business requirement, material documents need to be shown as per the material group and serial number profile. Standard MB51 doesn't have material group, so new field is added. Same for serial number profile. So we have given the material group MERA, METKL is the material group field, and the table is MERA. The serial number profile is in MERC, SCRNP. So while passing the data, what AVAPR has done that one, the serial number profile will be included in MERC. For example, they give the plant, and list of materials. For example, without serial number profile, you are getting 100 materials, and they include serial number profile also, they will loop into that. Like that query, right? So this field will be loop into that combination. So serial number profile and plant combination. For example, without serial number profile, they got 100. With serial number profile, they may get 22 materials. Okay. Same way for material group. Without any material group, they got 100. When they give material group, they might be getting only 12, which are related to that material group. So here requirement is, this is just an example we have done for one of the clients. You can, anything which are the fields which is not available, but business can request, okay, at that point of time, we can have this one. Any questions? This is like a report, but kind of a little enhancement also. Not little, it kind of. So in our RiseUp W, this is coming under report. I gave under report because most of the requirement is for report, but we have done enhancement also, right? We added the fields in the existing SAP standard report, but overall it's kind of a report. So more flavor to report, so I gave as a development type report. Business requirement, and you can say development details. At high level, few details I have given. So now if you go to the second development, it is enhancement. What enhancement you have done? Business wanted to maintain info record, creation and change in bulk. What you do with ME11, right? They want to do with a bulk. So this is an enhancement. The text is visible, right? Or can I increase the size?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So if you see that enhancement, this is part of enhancement. What is the business requirement? Info records need to be created in bulk as per the upload template. Okay. As per the data uploaded in the given template. Okay. So business requirement, you understand, right? Is a genuine requirement, or is there any SAP standard solution for you? I'm asking question to you. Do you have any other standard solution without developing this one?
No, this is kind of new requirement only.
Okay. So the business wanted to maintain multiple materials and the condition records and all, whatever details they want to maintain, they can give it. Even one of the other clients also I have done, even the fields are more. Okay. So here the development details wise, input screen has to be like this. Okay. You should have one radio button to download the template. And second one is for the upload the template. Okay. So here, why this kind of input fields are available? Mostly for changing, they want to change specific data. Okay. And in that cases only it can be helpful, and also for authorization maintenance it's more helpful. Okay. So what is authorization, Ganesh? For example, in one of other clients also we have done directly upload without this data. So authorization wise still you control, but while uploading it will go, and while creating, system will give authorization error. You are not authorized to purchasing organization something. You are not authorized to plant. Okay. So what we have done, we put in input fields itself. So during role creation for this transaction code, in the authorization object, we added that purchasing organization, plant and all. So if you are giving something irrelevant purchasing organization, while clicking execute itself, system will throw error. You are not authorized for this purchasing organization. So that's the reason we put that purchasing organization plant, and also it is useful for filtration of data also. If you upload old file, anything, multiple files also, still you can filter based on this one. Okay. So if you want to create only for specific vendor, you can give the vendor also. So the file may have 10 vendors, but system will show you output only one vendor if you give the vendor. Okay. So that's the main reason they were asking for that requirement. And if they don't want any filter, we ask them to use star in the vendor field.
Okay.
Okay. The template, I have highlighted the fields like this, and we know, right, while uploading, we will put it into that horizontal way, not like vertical. Just for understanding wise, I put it in vertical. Purchasing organization, material, plant, vendor, the gross price, currency, valid start and valid end date, purchase group, all the important fields. You can add vendor material number, it's there. So if you want to add some more discount and all also, we added. In one of other clients, we added some 7-8 condition types. Okay, because they want to have a lot of pricing changes and all. Based on a requirement, you can add it. Okay.
Okay.
So what the development details? Input screen, you have to ask the to have an input screen, and you have to give the field names of all the data. For example, what kind of field names? Purchasing organization. So where it is available, how do you give the table and fields? For example, /n SC16N. We have mainly two tables, right? A and E. A and E, purchasing organization, plant, everything is available in A and E. A and E will have the material. Okay, info record number. Those details are available here. Layer. No. Okay. Supplier. So in S4HANA, we are showing supplier. If you open ECC, you will see vendor. Okay. So E and E, logic we need to give. Okay. What are the data and all? So for example, so while giving the logic, we give this one field, purchasing organization. So for example, like this, we give like purchasing arc. Okay. Table is EI, NE, EKORG, data type, character, length 4. Okay. So field name, data type, character, length is 4. So how to get the data element and all? Go to /n SC11. Do you know this one? Which table?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
EINE display. So purchasing norms, yeah. The data element also EQRG only. So data element also EQRG. Okay. This I'm just giving an example how we prepare the fields. Okay. So I think I can move to right hand side so that I will get a more space. What I wanted to show. Okay. So something like this we prepare. Okay. So mandatory or optional, range or single. Okay. Understand what it is two? Mandatory.
Yeah. Is that field is mandatory or
not?
not?
Mandatory or not real. So like this we can prepare, we prepare like this. Okay, for all table and things we prepare. For all input fields, we have to prepare like this. A&E, purchasing organization, plant, those things. For example, plant, WRKS, character, or plant you can keep it optional, because for example, few of my clients, they don't maintain info record at plant level. Okay, so they want to have only at the purchasing organization level, because they want to have a same price across the company. Few companies, they go for a plant level. So based on business requirement, which is correct, no one can tell which is correct. Correct? Based on the business requirement only, we need to do that one. So like this, we have to give the input fields and output fields also. What are the list of fields? Okay, those things you can see. For output, we will not have a mandatory optional one. The remaining things will be there. So I'm not going to the FS preparation level and all. Then each development, we need to take some 1.5 hour session. Okay. So I'm giving like a high level how you can prepare this respect to enhancement. Clear, right?
Yes.
So
are we going to give any logic for this?
Yeah, I'm going to come next level. So you have to explain that I need to have a template. The template should have these all the fields. Okay. For all those fields also, we have to provide similarly. Okay. What is the table and all those things we need to provide for the list of fields. Then template, we have given input fields also, which is mandatory, which is optional. Those details we need to highlight. Okay. This is the one main point I want to highlight. We have to tell that info record, according to my experience, like 12 years of experience, I work for info record programs, maybe some 8-9 different projects we use it info record. Always we use BDC. You know, one more surprise thing. Currently, ECCT S4HANA migration is happening. I was curious that most of the during migration, all BDC programs are commenting or removing that code, and they are replacing with BAPI or function module. I was curious to ask the developer that what you have done for info record. Okay, so still info record they are using BDC. They try to use certain kind of thing, but BDC is only working well for info record. But this is only a person's experience or 2-3 projects experience. But any other better things are coming in S4HANA, then we need to what you call investigate and further verification. But according to my experience in ECC, BDC we use always for info record program creation. Okay, so you know about SSDB, right? Even on our YouTube also we have SSDB. You can watch that video. So we record the session like how we do in LSMW. We record all the session things, and then we give that recording number. For example, here there is something recording is there. Okay, so how that this recording, by using this record, they will do the program. Okay. If you watch our SSDB video on YouTube, you can understand that how to record the session, and then we give this record number only to the developer. So based on that, they will create a program in the backend. So we have given as a functionality what is the business requirement, why are we doing this one, and what are the input details, what is user download template. When I click radio button and click on execute, you have to give radio button only, not the checkbox. Correct? Only one option need to be selected. It should be radio button. Download the template and click execute. So system needs to download the template, and after uploading, I want to have a file path like this and upload it. Okay, you can use even the files can be put it into file, there is a transaction called file, right? There also you can put it and path you can give, or else you can directly upload from the desktop. Two options you can see. What was I'm talking about? There is a T code called file. Okay. So in this file transaction, you can create a file path. In the file path also we put the file. So if you give the file, from there also you can upload. But most of these kind of transactions, we use desktop upload only. When do you use file path? Do you have an idea?
No.
Okay, for example, there is another system is sending the data. Based on that data, you are creating info record. Then what we do? We give the file path here, remaining all data, and execute manually, or else background job you can run for every day. Okay, so that file will be filled by third party. Okay, so for example, if you take so the third party can keep the data. For example, third party system is there. Third party system, based on our template data, it will keep the file. All the data will be put it in the application server, and with the SAP we give the file, right? File in transaction and execute it. So the file will be keep on updated by based on the information from third party system. Third party system means it can be vendor is sending you the latest prices. Okay. Or else you are having a separate system to manage all your purchase prices. They just fill the material quantity based on our template. So the file will be daily updated. When you run every day night 10, 11 p.m., they will collect the file from morning onwards. Morning 10 o'clock, they uploaded some 4 vendors, 4 material data. Afternoon, they uploaded some 20. So all file will be there with some 80 lines. Let's take an example. At 11 o'clock when we run, 11 or 11:50, we get the file and we upload it. Clear? Just I'm giving like what kind of different options you can manage it. So this is an enhancement. Business requirement to create bulk info records, creation and change. Both you can do. You have to create in that way. Okay. Change another T code, creation another T code, not like that. Creation or change you can do it. And development details with BDC is using in the backend to create the program. As a function consultant, you have to tell what fields I want, what are the technical field name, data element, data type, length, everything you get in SC11, you have to provide. And for the input, if you are keeping certain kind of fields for filtration, you need to tell which field is mandatory, which field is optional, which field is single entry, which field are multiple entries. You can see here, purchasing organization is single entry, and plants are multiple entries. Okay.
Yes.
You can watch the video again, you will get a better clarity to explain how the respective enhancement can be done. Hi, good morning everyone. I get some questions like what are the different tools in the market to handle SAP support? Okay, different companies will use different tools. So when you are going for a job, you don't have to too much thinking about what tool is going to be used by the our respective company. Okay, and whether I don't have experience on that tool. So those things you don't have to worry much because most of the tools are a similar kind of a setup and user friendly. So maybe in 3 days or 4 days after you get the respective KT and respective documents how to use that respective tool, you can easily learn in a week or 10 days according to your regular job. So you don't have to think too much about the tool being used by the company. So you should have a command on your module to handle your tickets. And when they provide the KT about that tool, how to use the tool to track your tickets and how to create a change request, okay, how to handle the incidents, how to verify the replies from the business, and how to see the priority of the tickets, okay, and how to see that SLA details. So these all will be provided as part of knowledge transfer. So you don't have to worry which tool is going to be used by your company where you are going to join. So according to the question, I'm going to tell a few tools which I used to see in the regular business. Okay, so SAP Solution Manager, and I saw IT Direct, okay, which is run by SAP, and Remedy, HP SM, okay, HP Service Manager. This is one of the tools, and IT Mass. So like that, there are different tools in the market which provides the tracking of tickets and rising tickets and tracking of the tickets, and also communication with the users, okay, with the proper communication and how to attach the screenshots. So all those functionalities will be available, okay. So you can remember these tools, whatever I mentioned, and which are in the market, and there are many other tools also would be used. So you don't have to too much worry about the which tool is going to be used by your company. So like I mentioned that respect to KT, and after you work for 3-4 incidents and 1 or 2 CR, you will get more command on how to access your tickets and how to use the respective tool. Generally, the change request process will be bit tedious or tricky. Like we have to get multiple approvals from the managers and COEs. So that part you will have to get command after working for 2-3 CRs. You will get enough command. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this video will be helpful for you. And if you feel that video is good, just click like button and share with your friends to help maximum people. Stay safe. Have a good day. Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are doing good, and thanks for watching my videos, supporting me, and my special thanks to the people who subscribe to my YouTube channel and always sharing with your SAP circle to share the knowledge with many people. Today, I came with a separate, like we can say, this is not a SAP related, technical related video. Earlier, like the journey of Ganesh or suggestions to the any new YouTubers. Okay, my YouTube journey kind of video. So I have been asked by the people, different people have been reaching to me that how SAP end users and the domain employees, like the people who are working in procurement, stores, different kind of people, how to move to SAP. Okay, even I'm also one of them, and I was working in Asian Paints as an end user for around 3 years, 8 months. After working for 3 years, 8 months, I moved to IT, and how the transformation was happen and what kind of motivation we need and what kind of efforts we require, how many people are trying. Today, I'm going to give the suggestions to the domain employees and SAP end users. What's the difference? The SAP end users also like domain employees, but along with that, they are going to use SAP for their regular activities. In case of domain employees, where there was no SAP in their regular work, but they always work on the related SAP, like business related activities. Okay, so if a company has implemented SAP, they are using SAP, then the same domain employees will be SAP end users. So always the purchase admin. Okay, if I talk about who are the audience for this video, who can get benefit out of this, the main benefit can be purchase admins. If I talk about SAP MM, purchasing admins, purchasing managers, and storekeeper, store executive, or we can call it as the same thing, logistics executive, logistics manager, logistics clerk. The companies, the names can be different. Mostly the procurement area and the inventory area, the related domain people and who are working as SAP end users. And whatever suggestions and what kind of experiences I'm going to share in this video, that can be applicable not only for SAP MM related end users, that will be applicable for any kind of end users like the production executive, production manager, and finance, accounting clerks, accounting manager, the finance related, the sales people, the sales admin, sales manager, any kind of a business employees who are working in their domain and who are working in their domain, and also they are handling SAP transactions for 2 hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours per day. all those people will get some benefit out of this video. And this video is not made by reading somewhere and by by imagination. To purely my experiences, and I have seen in my journey, especially in 2008 to 11, I experienced and I discussed with that kind of a domain employees because I was one of them. And later part, when I was working for implementations, when I was interacting with the users, and what kind of mindset I have seen from them, what kind of expectations they have. When we were implementing in SAP in 2012, the users were what kind of expectations they have after working for implementation, how to come to IT, how many people are interested to show IT. All these experiences I'm going to share in this video. So the video is not based on imagination, based on something collective reading books kind of a thing. It's a purely real-time incidents. Based on true incidents, I made this video. I hope you people will get benefit, and I'm going to tell that what kind of positives and negatives for SAP end users or domain employees when they really think to become SAP consultants. Let's go to the video. Yes. What are the positives and negatives? If you talk about the freshers, they will have that I completed my graduation, I completed my post-graduation, already 1 year completed, 2 years completed, till I don't have a job. I was thinking to get a job, I have financial pressure, and every month I need to depend on my parents to get the respective money to survive in that city. So these kind of a lot of pressures will be there. Okay, definitely I will come up with a video on freshers, the people who are preparing for SAP in very soon. Okay, now we are thinking about, we are talking about the domain employees, the purchasing executive or purchasing clerk who completed his graduation. It may be mechanical engineer, or it can be e-commerce graduate, or it can be a science graduate who got a job in a company and he is working as a purchasing clerk. Daily his work is creating purchase orders and talking to the vendors and checking the material quality and finalizing the vendor. All these activities are being happening. And if logistics are to how many trucks are received today, and receiving the goods and storing, and to which departments they want to issue, these kind of regular activities are related that end users are doing. The finance people will do the invoices and verification, do the payment and check printing. All those activities are being carried out on the regular basis. If they use SAP, along with the regular activities, the posting of invoice or printing of check printing or printing of purchase order, creating purchase order, those activities will be done in SAP. So for both of them, 6 hours of work, their regular business operations, dealing with people, dealing with shop floor, and interacting with other departments, and daily targets, monthly targets, those kind of activities are quite common for both domain employees and SAP end users. What SAP end user will do that, the respective PO, if a normal, where there is no SAP, he may enter that PO in an Excel sheet, a Tally or Oracle or any kind of a system. This SAP end users will do the same thing in SAP system. That's the main difference. So my audiences are all the domain employees and SAP end users who are working and thinking to come to SAP field. Okay, there will be different kind of attractiveness, because even I was part of those discussions when I was working in Asian Paints. During tea break, our colleagues always discuss about that one. We have to come sharp at 8:30. Some people used to work in night shift, some people work in the morning shift and all. Okay, so the shift related discussions, and we have to work for 6 days a week, and the software people 5 days only. Friday night itself their weekend will start, and their salaries are very good, they are getting very good increments. So a lot of comparisons, lot of discussions, and just imagination world. Okay, the people who are imagining at that point of time in 2010, when I was the part of my discussion, some people are still in that imagination, the discussions, and some people put the dreams, and the dreams may come true in their thinking. They might be gone for some kind of business related education, or they move to that such kind of a domain. I came to SAP, and some people still working in that way. So different people have a different set of minds, different set of thinking, and a different set of environment with respect to home and their skills, how we are keeping, that will decide our success. And also, it's not the getting that into IT and become SAP consultant is a big success. At that point of time, it's a big success. And until you enjoy the journey, I can see the people who are now, they think about, yes, after 5 years, I want to go for management roles. No more consulting. I want to go for a management role. Some people think that I will go back to domain as a purchasing manager or somebody. I have enough IT experience. So the life is always, the mind is getting changed. And we need to go with our wish. That wish should fulfill our dreams, and it should give our work satisfaction, and it should give the mental strength and the good, healthy environment and healthy work. So until you achieve these things, the thinkings will be changing. The priorities will be changing. At that point of time, the priority to get into IT, the later priority to get into a foreign job or kind of a thing. Later thinking, okay, let's go and we'll work for some domain thing, or else let me start a small company on my own and let me run it. Some people may that, okay, let's go to some kind of a very small kind of a business. I don't want any major tensions, targets and all. So that's a keep on, it will be changing. So we need to, which I like, where I'm feeling comfortable and what income it's enough for me. That estimation and that thinking should be available in every mind. You cannot compare with somebody's thinking. Somebody has very big dream and he has one dream to become, it can be achieved at 35 or 40 or 45 years, and the entire life he will work to achieve that. That is his happiness. You cannot be the same person. I also want to keep it such a big dream and I want to become same way. Don't step into somebody's shoes. Your 5 fingers are different. How can you try to imitate or try to be compare with somebody's life? You have to take it. Okay, for example, if you take my life, I always keep my small dreams and I have keep small goals. It may be small or big. I put some goal. I achieve. I enjoy that work until I get a new goal, and I keep on achieving what I think. It's not I never have 15 years or 20 years of dream. At 20 years I struggle and achieve that one, and then I get a happiness. Always it's like I want to split my success into the multiple parts of success, and each phase of success I want to enjoy the moment and achieve the next one. So everybody will have their own priorities, and until you don't do any harm or until you don't hurt yourself, until you don't hurt other people, you just go with your dreams and achieve and enjoy. And as much as you can help people when you are at the good position. If you help more people, how you are going, the return gift can come in different ways that you cannot expect. But you will get definitely, if you do good, you will get the best. For example, if I train hundreds of people, okay, and many people are today, they are consultants, and some people already become team leads. I'm working as a senior consultant. Some people have become team leads. If they have a very good management skills, after 5 years, I can see them as managers, as senior managers. I may not like that role, but my students have become to that level. I feel proud, and when I talk to them after 5 years, they may become senior managers, delivery managers, any kind of a role, but they definitely remember that because of Ganesh, I came to SAP. I was not in a position that I learned Java, I learned SAP, I don't know what to do. Whether the SAP I can get a job or not. At that point of time, I met Ganesh Padala, and because of that, I became a SAP consultant. Now his own strength, his own efforts, he's growing to the next levels. If he is very good in technical, he may become solution architect. He may write a book in future, or else he become a very good manager. So everybody will have their own strengths and own priorities, and they need to utilize those strengths and they have to improve. Okay, let's come to the positives and negatives of these domain employees. Coming to positive, no financial or unemployment pressure. What freshers face it? Unemployment, I don't have a job, I cannot pay my PG, the room rent, and how can I ask my parents every month? Although I become 22 or 24, 23 years, how can I ask my parents every month So such kind of pressures will not be there for these people who are already earning some 25 or 30 or 20,000 or 15,000 of salary, which is sufficient to run their life. And also they can give some money to family or some money to learn something. So there is no pressure. That is a positive. At the same time, already having job, I'm getting some income, I can grow slowly. These kind of thinkings can generate the laziness. So the job which is positive, the people who take this as a positive, I don't have financial pressure, I don't have unemployment pressure, I have my job, use that as a positive and utilize to grow. Same thing, two people are there, okay? So how we are treating themselves? The same thing negative. I say other people already have a job, how we can join other course or other something, and now it's very difficult to learn new things and just generate laziness. So the same thing can be positive and negative, but how you are going to take it, that is in your hands. Busy with work, which avoids negative thinking and helps to focus on your goals during the limited available time. Yes, daily 8 hours of job, 6 days in a week, completely you are busy with your work. After coming home, you will have a 5 hours or 4 hours of time or 6 hours of time before you sleep. In that 6 hours, after all of your enjoyments, after all of your regular activities, keep 1 hour or half an hour for your time to learn whatever you want to learn. If you want to learn SAP course, you keep that 1 hour time to practice, to watch videos, and to read the documents. That 1 hour will be you can give a good more focus on that to achieve what you want. The negatives. Many people I saw that one after coming from office completely packed and they're not able to give time. Can I leave the job and try very hard for 6 months? They think like that, they never leave the job and also they never get what they want. So you need to give that the limited time. If you leave the job and sit for 24 hours at home, you cannot read for 8 hours or 10 hours per day. I'm sure I have seen many of my colleagues, I have seen many of my students who took such kind of decisions and they came up with, we wouldn't have resigned. Completely sitting at home may not give success to all the people. Yes, there will be some people will utilize more and they will achieve whatever they want, but the success rate is less. So the same people, if you are having work, using that minimum time to enhance your skills, the positive way. The negative way, I'm fully busy with my work, so I'm unable to read. I think I'm dropped. I will drop from this SAP preparation. I saw the people. I saw a few of the students. So these kind of things we can see. The next positive wise, the communication, way of working with team, learning business knowledge, etc. Yes, you are daily going to a paint industry or pharmaceutical or any manufacturing company and you are understanding the business processes and okay, what is the overall structure, what business is doing and what the company is doing from the morning to night, what kind of materials we are buying and what kind of different taxes we are paying to the vendors, how the vendor selection is happening. These all things you can learn in your regular work. You don't have to read somewhere. You don't have to read somebody's book, which is prepared based on imagination or based on some assumptions. You can read your business process, which is happening in your company. That will give you more confidence. That helped me a lot, even for my personal experience. I gave a lot of examples related to the Asian Paints business processes. And the communication, daily you're interacting with people, you are interacting with some other Hindi or different kind of language people so that you will use English or somebody communication. And working with team, you're not sitting in your room and preparing and becoming idle, where you will get a shy hesitation to talk to the people. Here, there is no such issues. You can talk as much as you want because you have a lot of team members. You can talk to them. You can share your ideas. You can understand and enhance your communication skills and learning business knowledge. This is a very good, the positive, which you can get it when you're working in a company. The negative. When you are interacting with people, okay, for example, multiple career ideas may deviate your mind from specific goal. This is the biggest negative many employees, the domain employees, SAP end users are facing. Even I am one of them. I was one of them. See, when you see the cases in 2008 to 9, I was a postgraduate in MSc Organic Chemistry. So that I was thinking to become, go to the pharmaceutical, although I'm not much interested because my education will not be wasted and the career also will be set. After that, I was thinking for paint. Somebody said that paint industry will pay good salaries and it will be good and all. And somebody suggested that, why can't you are very good in mathematics, why can't you try for a banking? Somebody suggested that, why can't you do a MBA in any B school? Okay, you can easily clear that GMAT or CAT, whatever kind of entrance test, because if your mathematics skills. So these kind of different career ideas will come to you on your mind. It will get confused. It will deviate. I know many people who joined for SAP courses along with me and before me, after me. After a few days, they will drop because of these kind of deviation. Somebody will say negative. Okay, we may get a job. You can try this one. You can try this one. So the multiple career ideas may deviate your mind, but finally that is your decision. What do you want and what do you want to achieve after 5 years? So the negative can always deviate, but your strong determination can make what you want to achieve. The positives, the fourth positive is enough maturity levels to estimate financial planning and career goals. Yes, you are already working for 2 years or 3 years or 5 years or 7 years of domain. That will give you enough maturity levels and what is my current financial status and what are my loans I have and what per month EMI I'm paying and what are my monthly expenses, how much I'm able to save. Okay, and if I don't if I get less salary for next 1 or 2 years, how can I achieve? How can I handle the situations? What kind of savings I have? That all maturity levels will be there, the people, because they already have 5 years or 8 years in the industry. The negative wise, the people who are mostly trying for SAP jobs from the domain, their ages will be like 27, 26, 28. Some people are 33, 32, 34, mostly ready to get married or already married with one kid or 2 kids, or already married and one kid is available, some family responsibilities. So these kind of people mostly think about transformation of career from the domain to IT. So at that point of time, marriage pressure, you have to marry, and how can you try for a changing domain? Why can't you go with this job, okay, where you are okay and safety, everything is there. So such kind of pressure will be there. The family, you are already having kid is going to school or going to school, so that you have a monthly fixed expenses. Now you are planning to change your career. So these kind of thoughts will make negatives to many people, but finally you are the person who is going to take a decision, and nobody will cry for you if you fail. Nobody will feel more happy for you if you win. Maybe there are some few people who are well-wishers for you, but you are the person who can change your life. You are the person who is going to achieve what you want. If you get success, that is your success, and that final fruit you are going to eat. And if you are very happy and if you are very good, you can help more people. If you are depressed, if you are failed, and if you are not having the sufficient funds in your account, how can you help the people? If you don't have sufficient knowledge, how can you share the knowledge to the people? If you are not having enough happiness, how can you share your happiness? So you are the person who can change your life, and you can take a decision. I have given the 4 positives and 4 negatives. For all 4 are same concept, the way of mind, the way of decision, how you have taken. There is a positive, there is a negative. Ignore negative and take the positive and work on that and achieve what you want. So that's what I can say. If I give the best example, when I was decided finally in 2011, January, I decided to learn SAP MM. I spoke to the trainer, I joined. At that point of time, I had learned a lot of negative things, like many people learned SAP, but they didn't get into place, and why are you trying that same area? So such kind of things. When you see that number, it will definitely scary. 100 people tried and 1 or 2 people got success. The success rate is 1 to 2%. Why I'm trying in that way? If you take in that way, I would have missed this opportunity. Today, I'm talking to this these many people, and I'm making these kind of videos because thousands of people are waiting for my videos. If I had listened the words of the people who gave such kind of suggestions, I couldn't achieve what I achieved today. Let me drill down that the statement. 100 people tried, 1 or 2 people got success. I just analyzed that condition. 100 people discussed to go to SAP consultant because every day they are working on 3 hours, 4 hours of time with SAP. So they want to learn SAP and they use the domain experience and the SAP knowledge and they want to go for IT. These many people are thinking, but how many actually the people who are trying? Let me give an example with an estimated percentage. 100 people discussed and wanted to learn, analyze a lot of things they have done, but only 60 people decided in seriously to explore what is SAP, what module is suitable for him, what work he is doing, and what modules are demand in the market. In that 60 people went to the institutes, went to some kind of trainers, and they paid some advance, and they are a lot of enthusiastic to come to SAP IT, all those stuff. After paying and after completion of 4 or 5 classes, I see only 40 people left. Not even 40 people, because some people paid the advance. After that, my shift, I'm going to another shift, or else I'm not able to practice. So already 10 classes are completed. I didn't practice the second class also. So I think it's not worth for me. I cannot manage it. So they will drop. I will see some other time. I think next year I will see. Then I will seriously prepare. They will drop. So the 100 has become 40. But people know that 100 people are planning to SAP learn and all. In that 40, course is getting completed and almost completed. In that, after completion of course, till course, maybe 30 people are left. Fully completed course. Later the story begins. And how to practice, daily practice and giving time to practice. If you don't practice SAP, we forget. Even the people who are working as a consultants, the total area, if they are working in specific areas, by the time of after few months, 1 or 2 years, they forget many things. It happens. SAP, we always have to read or practice or teach. You have to do something to be aligned and to be in touch with SAP. Otherwise, you will definitely forget. So in that 30 people after course completion are not able to practice, or somebody says that one, okay, I think SAP IT job, it will take time. Why can't you try this EHS, some kind of Six Sigma, you can do it and go for environmental things. Some people deviated like that. And during practice, you will need some time and it will take some time, 2 months or 3 months. Let me give my example. In January ending, I joined SAP training. I think somewhere in the March or April second week, something, the course was almost completed. Then my trainer got on-site to Sweden and he went for 2 to 2.5 months to on-site. The 2 to 2.5 months, whatever issues we are getting, we are not able, no support, all are same kind of level of people. So I got 2 months of gap. In that 2 months of gap, I think 6 to 7 people of our team members, whoever learned along with us, around 10, 11 people, 5 to 6 people are deviated. They dropped also. Only these 5 people are still preparing. After the trainer has come back and we again retained. So January ending, I started learning. I got the job in November 14th or 13th. I got the first offer letter from Hyper Technology. Even I got one more offer letter. So around 10 months of time, how much patience you need and how many deviations can happen. One of the biggest deviations for me is during November 2010, I attended for one paint technology, color technology related opportunity in Bangalore. I think my package was around 2.9. I got 4.5 lakh package, but offer letter was on hold. So I waited for December, but nothing happened. In this meantime, SAP already I was exploring. So I decided to join in SAP. I think master data, material organized structure, material mastery, info record, some 5 classes are completed. In the Feb first week, I got the call from the Bangalore paint company and they are releasing the offer letter. It's 4.5. At that point, it was very big package for me and the hike 2.9 to 4.5 5, more than 50%. So I was like, now can I take the opportunity, because I just completed 10% of the course, long way to learn, and we don't know what kind of opportunities are going to come. So a lot of that's the biggest deviation, but I have to say thank to my roommate, or at that time I have to thank myself to take such a strong decision. Okay, let's give 2011 to try for SAP. If I don't get success in SAP in 2011, 2012, I will go to this paint industry, because I'm working in the same kind of a domain, so I can go for that. So when the deviations can come, but you should stick to your passion, what you want to achieve. That day, if I wouldn't have taken such decision, today I would have told such stories to my colleagues or anybody. I would have taken in 2011. I would have waited for SAP. When I get such kind of a thoughts, because some of my colleagues in Asian Paint, they used to call me, and sometimes we used to talk that one. Ganesh, I would have joined that day. I was also thinking along with you, but I dropped. I would have learned. I would have continued. I would have today at the same time. But today I'm able to talk to these many people just thanks to SAP, and for giving this much happiness. For last 5 years with the YouTube and sharing with people, interacting with people, and 7 years of training, around 8.5 years of consulting. I may do this consulting for next 4 years or 5 years or 3 years, but whatever I achieved, I feel happy, because the winning of many people is a big achievement. Because the people, the success, and one day we will feel down, and someday we may change the career, and we may go to some other field. These things is a process of journey based on the mindset, based on our family requirements, and what kind of our mind says. That can be keep on. It always happen in our life. But winning these many people and playing key role in success of many people, directly or indirectly. Today, thousands of people can remember that because of Ganesh videos, I learned this concept. So that happiness, it cannot be explained. Thanks to everyone for giving this opportunity and getting this much happiness. Okay, so when you want to achieve, the deviations can come. The negatives always will be showcased, but you should analyze it. See, when 100 people are trying, 1 or 2 are getting, success rate is 1 to 2% for the people who are discussing. But actually, when I drill down, the people who are seriously preparing was around 10 people. So the success rate is around 20%, or 30%. So you always go to the actuals and what do you want to achieve? Then you can definitely achieve, and use your strength. And if you don't have some kind of a skills, you don't feel jealous. You try to learn. And first of all, you should stop comparison. If you compare, maybe you can see that one, okay, the comparison should be like a motivation. The comparison should be like to enhance your career. It should not be like inferiority complex generation or jealous or depression. The comparison should not lead to these kind of cases. The comparison can motivate you. It can encourage you. Comparison should be used as a catalyst, but should not be like the depression generator. Okay. So these are the positives and negatives, what I can see according to my experience, my colleagues with whom I worked, and my users during my implementation. I entered different users, what kind of thinking and what kind of positives and negatives I saw. I just put here. Okay, now the focus areas. We are going to close this video by giving the suggestions according to my experience. When you decide to learn SAP, MM or FI or SD or any kind of a module, first of all, your focus area should be in this order. If your age is 35 or 30 plus and all, almost your order should be this one. If your age is somewhere 23, 24, maybe SAP consultant career you can give as a top priority. But always the focus area should be the same order, so that your winning percentage, the success rate will be high. What is the first point? Enhance SAP knowledge to understand multiple functionalities in SAP. You are working in a domain as a purchasing manager or purchasing executive. Maybe you are using SAP or not using SAP, but you are working as a purchasing executive. You have to learn SAP to understand what SAP provides, what kind of different procurement processes are available in SAP, and what are the success stories of companies by using SAP in the procurement domain. What kind of innovations can be done? So these kind of knowledge you have to enhance. So this SAP knowledge you can keep in your resume to attract when you want to change the job, or else you can showcase your SAP knowledge and prepare a good presentation and give to your manager or your senior manager. If your company is not using SAP, give a presentation. I learned SAP and I got these information. SAP can help us to get the better reporting, and the procurement processes can be streamlined, and we can save this much manpower. If you put one-time investment, at the next few years, SAP is going to save this much manpower and this much time, and the reporting will be strong. And we can see the end-to-end procurement cycle or end-to-end the business cycle in SAP. You learn that one, give a presentation to your senior manager and all, you will be promoted. And if they decide to implement SAP, you can be one of the core members in the team. So focus on SAP knowledge to enhance, to understand SAP functionalities, and to build your resume even better than what you have now. Second focus area. Explore about different functionalities and interface with latest technologies like artificial intelligence, IoT, etc. with SAP. These skills help a lot to grow your career in your company, or if you want to switch to another company, as most of the companies use SAP or going to use SAP. So you have to learn that, okay, how artificial intelligence is going to be used in the warehouse, how much manpower can be reduced, how much cost cutting, like how much cost can be saved for the company. Okay, SAP can integrate with AI so that the warehouse operations can be managed in the back end of SAP, and the remaining things can be AI can manage, and the forklift can be moved without human. So these kind of new technologies, how they are getting integrated with SAP, and what are the companies are already using this kind of functionalities. AGVs, automated guided vehicle. So without human, the vehicles based on the program design, it can go to the bin and keep the material in that bin. So these kind of knowledge and functionalities need to be enhanced. If you are a purchasing executive manager level, explore these things and give a presentation to your company head or somebody. You can get a slot. If you're already using SAP, you can tell that one, I have analyzed and I came to know that one, the companies who are using SAP like us, they can explore the latest S4HANA, Fury apps can be used to save the time, to enhance our business. So such kind of knowledge you need to learn, and you have to focus, and you should make your profile as unique compared to other people's when you're trying for the same job opportunity. If you keep these two as your primary focus, every end user, every domain person who is going to learn SAP is going to get benefit out of that. If I learn SAP, will it happen? Are you going to spend your life for learning SAP? Max to max 2 to 3 months, maybe 1 month or about 15 days of your salary to learn these many things, and that is going to build your profile. So don't think about whether I will get a SAP consultant job or not. SAP, some people say that one SAP ECC is till 2027 to 30 because of some propaganda, whatever they lead, some wrong understanding. They say that one SAP ECC is going to end next week. SAP is going to end by 2020 end. Learn, go to the good websites, SAP related websites, and learn the actual things, and keep on these first two focus areas. Then it will definitely helpful for your career to enhance and to get the representative uniqueness and to get notified by your management. So now the most important, the third one is SAP consultant career. So the SAP consultant career should be your third priority to get into that. If you are very good, and if your time also favors, and if opportunities are, if you can catch opportunities, if you go with this kind of intelligent way to prepare and all, then definitely you will become a SAP consultant. And based on opportunities and by taking certification or enhancing the knowledge and the good practice and the good trainer, getting good suggestions. Okay, what about market and how to learn the new things and what kind of things you have to learn. So then you will definitely become a SAP consultant. So if you focus areas of these three, unfortunately, if you don't get a SAP consultant, you are getting the 2 points, right? The 2 points can enhance your profile. You can become a core team member, you can become a process owner in the new implementation. And because of your idea of AI or the S4HANA apps, your company has decided to implement SAP. Then you will be considered for some of the key roles in that company. Don't have to become a SAP consultant. You're almost becoming like a client-side project manager or client-side process owner. Okay, so these are the focus areas for everyone. Either your age is 22 or 35 or 40, your focus area is this one. Yes, if you are below 30, you should focus too much on becoming a SAP consultant along with the 2 points. But everybody should learn that 2 points. But the focus areas, for example, some people I used to get an email, he is all 36 years or 38 years, already 14 years or 15 years in the industry. He can also become a SAP consultant, but chances are less compared to the 27, 24, 25 years of years. So I always suggest them to explore on the second point. Okay, so there is no time limit. I cannot talk on that point also. But according to my experience, 20 to 35 years is a good time to switch your career to SAP consulting. And the 35 to 50 in India, it's very difficult. I can see there's some difficulty to become consultants and running as a successful and all after 40. Okay, but I see the US and UK, some of the students I got it. Even I used to say with my friends and even I say with my students, at 40 years, I want to leave IT, I want to retire IT. But if I have a YouTube, this kind of motivation, maybe I may work for some more years. But I used to say that when at 40 years is my benchmark. I think ECC and myself both are getting retired same time. But I think ECC is still postponed. So I used to say such kind of a thing. But I get some messages, some emails from US. Their ages are 48, 50. They want to start their SAP career now. So there is no age limit. But as per opportunities wise, yes, after 40, it will be a bit difficult to get consulting because mostly that age group people will try to see you as a management or lead kind of a role. It's not impossible, but the chances are less compared to 22 to 35. So if you keep these focus areas, you never be disappointed. If you spend 20,000 or 15,000 or 30,000 or whatever you are going to spend to learn SAP, you will be getting that output 100% sure with the first 2 points. The third point, SAP consultant, yes, you need a lot of strategy, you need a lot of patience, and you don't take aggressive decisions. I will leave the job and I will put my complete heart and preparation for 2 months, I will get a job. Although it is successful, it is good for some people, but most of the people will fail. So that is based on your strength and decision. But I always try to keep a job and try for that because this process may take more time. I will give an example from my life. In 2011, when I was trying for SAP and keep on time is going on, even I also got a thought, let me resign and keep hard work for 5 to 6 months. I will put completely efforts and I will get a job. But I couldn't take a decision because I felt like, okay, I can give some time in the on Sunday and every day also I will practice some 1 hour, half an hour, but I cannot leave the job because I couldn't feel that it's a risk. And if I leave the job, if I don't get in SAP, what is my position? Okay, so this kind of a thinking I dropped. At the same time, my roommate had taken such decision for a banking job. He resigned. Around 1.5 years, he struggled a lot. His all savings are completed and no money. And he struggled and he got the job in bank. So that is his decision. Today, he would be happy for taking such decision. I couldn't take the same decision, but fortunately, without any such kind of a struggle and such kind of decision, I got a SAP job in December. Okay, so always the decisions, which is correct, which is wrong. Okay, but we should play some kind of a safe zone. Okay, sometimes you need to take a risk, but it should not be too much. If you're not enough confidence, you cannot take such condition. 2011, the same Ganesh, who feared to take the decision of resigning and trying for SAP job. The same Ganesh in 2017, I resigned a corporate job, which is giving good income and lot of opportunities. I resigned and I tried for my goal of foreign job and I got within 3 months. So same person within 6 years, the way of confidence, the way of opportunities, way of passive income, and a lot of people. Always the same person feared in 2011 have taken decision in 2017. Can I say which is correct? 2011 it was correct for me because I was playing a safe game. 2017 it was correct for me. Still I played a safe game because I have students. I can generate students. I can generate income. So without job also I can survive. So I just took a decision. So always what is your focus areas and don't listen negative. Okay. Always the thoughts also will change. When you are working for domain, you will think for IT consultant. After coming to consultant, you may think for management roles. After working for management roles, you may think to start your own company. So this always evaluation of life and based on the opportunities and based on your mindset, based on your family support and family responsibilities. These kind of different things can happen. You just enjoy each phase of your life, whether what kind of work you are doing. You just love your work, love yourself, believe yourself, then you can achieve whatever you want. Don't compare with others. Compare little to get motivation, to learn some tips from them, but not to depress yourself, not to degrade yourself, and not to get that inferiority complex. Why I'm not able to achieve? He was sitting with me. He was sitting beside me. Today he is in that position. I'm not in that position. Don't go to the depression. He has his priorities. He has his strength. You have other strength. You just use it. That's it. I hope this video helped you to understand what should be your goal and what should be your focus areas. And you don't treat like if you don't become SAP consultant, your life is end. And also, if you get SAP consultant, it's not like it's a lifetime achievement, but yes, it's the best achievement, and that will give you happiness. And if you get an opportunity, for example, if I was in the same paint domain or pharmaceutical domain and all, I would have done my work, morning going to office and coming back, and then I do my something like that. But because of SAP, I became trainer in 2013, and I became YouTuber in 2015, and able to train thousands of people. In future, if I don't do new trainings or something, but still I am very happy that I achieved this 40,000 plus people who know Ganesh Padala videos, and hundreds of people who know, personally interacted and got trained from me. Tomorrow they will become very good trainers, or very good delivery managers, or maybe CEOs, any kind of a thing. But I am very happy that yes, they got the first break because of my involvement. If they have 100 reasons for their success, I hope one reason at least from my end, and that gives a lot of satisfaction. And thanks to everyone for listening this video, and share with all of your domain people, SAP end user who are in confusion, who want to learn or not, what happens. So the people will do, they go and buy the 30,000 or 35,000 mobile, which may not come for 1 year. If the kid has broken, or if the kid falls the same mobile in the water, within few minutes the mobile will go off. For that they will buy it. But to learn SAP or to learn some technology of 15,000 or 20,000 or 5,000, people will think a lot. They are keeping their entire life for that. But they buy a mobile of 30,000, which may not come for 1 year. After 1 year, he wanted to change mobile because the new mobile has come, or he got bored. It was spoiled. So you just priority, and what you are spending, you are learning. That whatever you learn, that will be helpful for somewhere. So don't think about the small investment to learn, to update your skills. The skills can always make sound. If you have a knowledge, if not your company, you can get in some other company. Company may love you until they have a requirement on you, and later they may change some other person can replace you. But your knowledge cannot be replaced by anyone. If you upgrade yourself, if you be confident, if you have enough confidence and you enough knowledge, you can achieve whatever you want. Thanks again for watching, and keep sharing my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not yet subscribed. Have a good evening. Thanks again. Hi, good morning, everyone. I came with one more small point to address to all of you. What is the difference between functional specification and technical specification? Who will prepare, and what are the details available in that respective document? Let me tell in a simple way. Functional specification. Functional specification will be prepared by functional consultants like MMSD, FI, PM, any kind of a functional consultant. And this function specification will be handed over to technical consultant like a BAP. So what does this document contain? This document contains the requirement, the background of the requirement, and what kind of development, whether it is a report or form or interface or conversion, what kind of, we have a RISW, right? So based on that, what kind of development and what is the background of the development and what is the exact requirement which needs to be developed and what is the logic for that, whether we need to fetch details from which table and what function module we need to use and what is the exactly deliverable from this development, which business is being expected. So what test data, what kind of testing we need to perform once we have developed this document. All these details will be maintained in a functional specification, more into the theory and logic and background of the development with respect to functional, and also the technical wise we mentioned the function modules or tables, fields, and which BAPI we need to use, and if it is IDOC and what IDOC type we need to use, and what is the exact enhancement we need to do within the IDOC. Okay, so these things we have to mention in function specification. So FS will be prepared by function consultant and will be given to technical consultant to make respective development. What is technical specification? Technical specification is prepared by a BAP consultant, the respective technical consultant. After completion of the development and almost after we move to the go live or after we complete the UAT, then a BAP has to prepare the technical specification. He will take reference as a function specification. He will keep what function module exactly he used and what packages are maintained, any kind of enhancements, what kind of enhancements they have done. And if possible, they will provide some coding screens also in the technical specification to highlight the key things from the development. May not keep entire code, but the key things which are done and the key things where they have hard coded or they have maintained any kind of table entries and the technical related, what development was done for this development and which function module and which routines they have used. All the information will be provided by the ABAP consultant. So this is what difference between function specification and technical specification. I hope it's clear. As a function consultant, we need to focus on the function specification, which will have the business requirement and background of the requirement and the logic, okay, and the flow, the process flow, and what type of testing you have to do. If you are developing a purchase order form, you need to create a PO. So then you only can see a form. So you have to, in the test data, you have to keep purchase order creation and purchase order change. So these things we need to keep as a test data. The test type, what are the test method you are going to use, and what are the testing scenarios we need to cover. PO creation, PO change. These two things are fine to check a purchase order form. So these are the differences between function specification and technical specification. I hope this video is helpful for you, and thanks for watching, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe now and share our 150 plus videos with your recipe circle to help as much as you can. Thanks again. Have a good day. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. We'll wait for 1 minute to start the session. As I'm planning sometimes to have these kind of interactive sessions, I request all of you to click the bell icon so that you will get the immediate notification. Because I cannot schedule at exact time, and because the live sessions means we need to have a plan everything, right? So once everything is set, I can come to online. So that if you have the bell icon already clicked, then you will get the notification. Anyway, once the live is started, we'll wait for some 1 to 5 minutes to start the session. So most of the people will join in this meantime. Otherwise, if I tell some time and people will join, and if any other kind of hurdles, I don't want people to wait. I can wait for 5 minutes for the people, but I cannot wait. So I cannot make the people to wait. So click on the bell icon to join. Hi Jalai, thanks for joining. We cannot see the overall number of views, how many number of viewers have joined. We can only see the views. So whoever joined, once you come, just hit the like button so that I can see that how many people have joined the session. This session is planned based on the request and mainly the interactions I have done in last few weeks with few of the job seekers, and how bad or how miscommunication or the way of preparation is not proper. Okay, as I'm not an active trainer, and if I'm an active trainer, I can give such kind of inputs maybe to 10 people or 20 people. But we have a platform where we have thousands of subscribers or YouTube family members. So I felt like let's give the inputs, whether they have our complete Google Drive content, or they are learning from some other trainer, or they are learning with Learning Hub or any kind of different sources in the market. So I hope these inputs will be helpful to all of you. So let's utilize the session. Thanks Raghu for joining. Thanks Sriram, Raghavendra, Puneet. Thanks Ramesh. Thanks Raz. Thanks Mahesh. Yeah, thanks to all of you for joining. Yes, I'm giving at least 1 hour of time. I'm planning to give to all of you to input based on that recent observations, and I listed certain points. Okay, I hope these inputs will be helpful for them to prepare in a better way. You can also give your time by giving a rating to our Udemy courses. There are a few free courses. Sometimes I give free coupons on our YouTube community. And you can share this link to your friends, whoever prepare, whether he is a fresher or experienced in some other domain, but they are changing to SAP, or even the people who are changing the job after 4 years or 3 years of experience. Certain people. So even some people, they first join in campus selections in any MNC. They work for 2, 3 years or 4 years in customization and certain kind of support. They want to change the job. Almost when they open the SAP standard and try to understand many things, they feel like a blank because they worked in a certain environment. Either they are working more into some certain direct procurement processes, repeated tickets, similar kind of tickets, or more customization, which they cannot understand what exactly was done in the backend. I see those kind of people, they have good experience, 3 years, 4 years of experience, but knowledge-wise, they are not quite confident. In the same way, another person within 1 to 2 years, he got good exposure about implementation and more into SAP standard system. So we cannot say the 4 years experience guy have more experience or more knowledge than the 2 years, based on what kind of projects they worked and how he was analyzing. See, if you get some error, how much you are analyzing and how you are checking in Google for any SCN blogs or our kind of a blog compared to asking. But nowadays I see the people more are into the dependency. You are depending on certain blog, or you are depending on SCN questions and answers. That is somewhat okay. But we have Telegram group or emails like me, some people are giving the email. You also respect their time. You have some error, you're just copying that error and sending email or asking in a Telegram group or WhatsApp group. Before that, you just Google or you just check it. What is this error? Can I understand? See that SAP doc notes. Try to resolve on your own. You cannot then go to Google and give that error message. You will see certain kind of answers. Try to understand and analyze. Okay. Then finally, if you're not getting anything, then maybe you may depend on any WhatsApp group or any group where you are daily asking or generally you are used to ask. But when you get error without thinking, directly asking or sending email, I get many emails with error messages and all. I think 90% I wouldn't have given reply to that kind of thing. The same thing, if you Google, you will get some inputs. So that's what I want to tell all the people. Try to decrease the dependency. First, decrease the dependency on the people. Asking question whenever you get error, whenever you get a question, try immediately asking someone who is available or who is busy or in any group and all. The second dependency, slowly try to decrease on Google. But Google, I think mostly we will depend at certain point of cases. First you analyze on your own, and then you can depend on Google search for finding any good SCN questions, answers, or blogs or YouTube videos and all. Then third level you have to go for the depend on the any person to ask. Okay. If you're sending email with error messages and all, waiting for reply from the person and all, compared to that, you paste the same error, put in Google, you will see certain kind of SCN questions. There will be different conversations, different ideas people will give, and certain one idea will be successful. That will be helpful for you to analyze it compared to directly getting question to answer like a spoon feeding. Okay, that practice if you start, it will be helpful for you when you get the job also. I don't have any Telegram link and all, even don't know plans also, because I can do whatever I can manage with my passion and with my available time. Okay. So even that YouTube comments or just a certain Gmail replies only, I'm missing many things. So this Telegram, such kind of active things I cannot do. Thanks for understanding. Yeah, Kanban and all, I will keep it in my list for the future video. Let's go to our agenda. Yeah, even people ask like, can you keep it your phone number and all? So even very difficult for that giving number, and then if I'm not responding, it's not good. Okay, so I can do whatever with my limited time. Okay, any YouTube comment I can reply whenever, weekly 2 times, 3 times, or whatever time I can give. And the Gmail maybe weekly 1 or 2, 3 times. Whenever I check it, I can give certain replies. So yeah. So let's start. I think 41 concurrent viewers. We'll check for 2 more minutes to start. That's the reason I was asking for the people, because you are missing that live conversation, and maybe I may not be able to respond all the questions in the chat because we come with one agenda, so it should not be distracted. Okay, maybe, but still I can answer at least 5 questions or 10 questions based on the available time. So you can utilize this kind of a live session whenever we plan. Yes, for HANA, yeah, I'm planning for the differences and all, but no classes, no active training. I think it may not happen in 2023 also. We'll see in 24. I'm not sure, but no plans very soon about active training. But when you choose a trainer, please check what kind of commitment. You always believe in the knowledge sharing, remaining any other commitments and all, you can recheck. Okay. Yeah, you have to depend on LinkedIn, Monster, Naukri, and add more connections and check it. If you don't find a SAP consultant job as a fresher, if you get any purchasing domain like purchasing admin or a stores clerk or such kind of, if you find any kind of domain, okay, like purchasing clerk or inventory clerk, that kind of also you can select to start your career. I have 3.7 years of experience. Okay, you always can understand that whatever experience I got in Asian Paints for 3.7 years, that is always special and it helped me a lot. Okay, I think 43, I think we don't meet that 50 number, I think. We can start. I'm not giving any kind of online training now. Okay. If you really want our content, okay, you can go to our ganeshsapscm.com, and once you come to ganeshsapscm.com, or else you just Google and give Ganesh SAP, you will get our blog first, and here in the right hand side you will see that click here for videos and you can register. Okay, so but no live trainings and all, no plans very soon also. Okay, let's start the agenda. So I want to highlight certain kind of points whoever preparing.
Thanks to all of you for watching this revision session. We'll come up with another one, and thank you. Let's meet with another revision, and if you want to have any videos about SAP Joule or BTP, any kind of things I'm exploring, and I'll definitely share with you. It will be helpful for all of you. Thank you.